Hello children, good morning to you all. So, yesterday we have completed everything in our previous lesson, coastal plains and island groups. Everything is over, and by that we have completed the study of all the physical divisions of our country. What we learnt about in this while studying about the physical divisions of our country, we studied about the location of the places, land, quality of land surface here, and and this all led to the next category of our study. We came to know about land surface, life of the people, what do they grow and all. And now in this lesson, we are going to study about what supports the growth of crops in these areas. In almost all the areas like the Himalayan mountain, northern plains, Great Indian Desert or Thar Desert, Southern Plateau, coastal region, everywhere they grow so many crops. Then what supports the growth of these crops? First thing, what do you need for the growth of any plants or crops? Soil, then water, air, sunlight, etc. So, here in this lesson, we are going to know about the types of soil we find in these different states of our countries, in these different physical parts of our countries. What we study about the type of soil which is found in different parts of the physical, in the parts of these physical divisions. What type of soil is found in mountain region? What type of soil is found in northern plains? What type of soil is found in the desert area? What type of soil is found in plateau region? And what type of soil is found in coastal plains? This we are going to study, and how this soil, type of soil or quality of the soil supports the growth of varieties of crops in all these areas. So, our lesson heading is soil and crop production. We are starting newly, soil and crop production. Soil and crop production is our lesson. So, what I said, what type of soil is found in different parts of our country, we are going to study. And how this soil, type of soil, supports the production of crops in those particular areas. Before going to that point, what we are going to study is what is soil. First, you have to know what is soil, how is soil formed. Understand? First, unless you know what is soil, how it is formed, we cannot proceed. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. Soil is the most important resource needed for the growth of crops. It is renewable. We can change it often. It is the medium of plants' growth and supports different types of living organisms on the earth. Soil is the main factor which support the plant growth on the earth, and it supports the life of different types of living organisms on this earth, like insects, animals, reptiles, human beings, etc. The soil is a living system. Understand? Soil is a living organism, we can say living system. Plants need nutrients and moisture to grow. Most of it is provided by the soil. It is found on the top layer of the earth's surface. So, plants need nutrients and minerals and moisture to grow. Where from they get these plants nutrients and moisture? Moisture means wetness, water consistency. Water consistency. Where from it gets? It gets from the soil, from the ground. Nutrients, minerals and all nutrients the plants need for its growth, it gets from the soil. All nutrients, as you get nutrients through food, no? What you eat, milk, food, vegetables, meat, eggs, etc. Same way, plants get the nutrients through soil. It gets the nutrients from the soil. Understand? And it gets moisture also, wetness also, water consistency also from the soil itself. So, soil is very important for the growth of plants. It is, where is the soil found? It is found on the top layer of the earth. Top surface of the earth, soil is found. If you go on digging inside, you get minerals, rocks, everything. Soil is a powdery substance of the stone, which is found on the upper layer of the earth, we can say. The soil is formed due to the process of weathering. Weathering. What is weathering? Soil is formed due to the process of weathering. Weathering means breaking up of the stones, rocks, etc. Soil is formed by the process of weathering. Weathering is not done within 1 or 2 days. It takes millions of years. First, very big rock breaks into 3-4 pieces. Those again break into some more pieces, like that. It goes on till gravel is found. Powdery part of the rock is found. How is it possible? Nobody will sit and break the rocks. It is a natural process. It is a natural process. Understand? This weathering is refers to the decaying and degradation, disintegration of the rocks. Integration means mixing together, separating, breaking of the rocks, and decomposition of decaying of the plants and all on the earth. Leaves, animals, decaying means perishing, kullipodam. And both mixture forms the soil. And this, what supports this weathering? It is a process that takes thousands of years. Various forces, what factors make this weathering possible? The factors like rainfall, wind, sunlight, all these factors are responsible for weathering. Now, various forces such as temperature, running water, wind or glaciers, and decomposers contribute to the formation of soil. Breaking up of the rocks, decomposition, understand? Wind, blowing of the wind, understand, and flowing of water, rivers, etc. They are responsible for this weathering process. Understand? So, now this is how soil is formed. This is how soil is formed. Then there are so many types of soil found in different parts of our country. Types of soil. Understand? Some 5 to 6 types of soil we find in our country. First is alluvial soil. Second is red and yellow soil. Third is black soil. Fourth is desert soil. And fifth is mountain soil. Mountain soil. These are the kinds of soil we find in our country. Okay. Then we are going to know about each and every type of soil and its quality, how it supports the life, plants life on the earth. What are we going? These are the 5 different types of soil we find in our country in different parts. Alluvial soil. What are the 5 different types of soil we find in our country? They are alluvial soil, red and yellow soil, black soil, desert soil, mountain soil. These are the different types of soil we find in our country. Different types of soil we find in our country are alluvial soil, red and yellow soil, black soil, desert soil, mountain soil. Mountain soil. In which physical division which soil is found? I will tell you shortly. Alluvial soil is found in the northern plain and coastal plain areas. Red and yellow soil is found around the mountains. Black soil is found in plateau region. Desert soil is found in desert, sand. And mountain soil is found on the slopes of the mountains. So, let us first know about the alluvial soil. How it is formed. Alluvial soil is found mostly in the northern plains because many important rivers flow in this area like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra and many other small rivers. While flowing, what happens? First they start from the mountains slowly, their speed is less. When they start flowing on the slopes of the mountain, their flow, speed of their flow increases. And because of that, while flowing, they carry smooth soil, gravel, sand with them. And what happens after coming from the slope, the plains will be flat areas where again the speed of the river, flow of the river becomes slow. That is why what happens as the speed of the flow of the river becomes slow, whatever the soil is brought by the rivers will be deposited on the plains and mostly near the mouth of the river. And this soil is the mixture of gravel, sand and what we call silt, very smooth soil. It is a mixture of sedimentary soil we can call. In science you will come to know about it. Sediments, silt, very smooth soil, little gravel soil mixture it is. And this soil is very fertile for the growth of crops. Understand? So, this soil is found mostly in the Satluj basin, Ganga basin, Brahmaputra basin and in the delta area in eastern coastal plain. I yesterday explained about it. Understand? They are the fertile lands. These lands became fertile because of this alluvial soil. Because of alluvial soil. So, this alluvial soil is very important for the growth of soil. So, wherever you find alluvial soil, that is the very fertile land, I can say. So, deltas, Sundarban Delta, Godavari Delta, Krishna Delta, Kaveri Delta, Mahanadi Delta and Tungabhadra Delta, all these areas are very fertile lands near the coasts. And northern plain is here and at the bottom of the northern mountains. Because most of the rivers take birth in the mountains, the Himalayan mountains, and they flow through northern plains. So plains, when they reach the plains, their flow, speed of their flow becomes slow. That's why they deposit this silt brought or alluvium we call in these areas and make the plains very fertile. So these plains are very rich in alluvial soil and they support the growth of many varieties of crops. like rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane, pulses, cotton, jute, vegetables, fruits. All these things, whatever we need, all these things are grown in this alluvial soil. Wheat, rice, sugarcane, maize, pulses, cotton, jute, vegetables and fruits are grown in this alluvial soil. Next comes black soil. This type of soil is black in color and also known as Reger soil. In the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau, the surface is made up of hard igneous rocks. Here, when the igneous rocks break, they produce soil black in color. This black lava soil is good for producing the cotton and sugarcane. Black soil is also called black cotton soil. 1 minute. See, if I draw the map of India like this part is mostly this part is a plateau region. Northern part of plateau region contain igneous soil. This igneous soil is a smooth soil. It breaks up very fast. This igneous soil, rocks are formed by the condensing of or hardening of the lava from the volcano. And when they break up, they form a kind of black color soil, black and smooth soil, which is called black soil. And this is also called Reger soil in scientific terms. This soil supports the growth of cotton and sugarcane. And as cotton grows in plenty in this area, like in Gujarat, Maharashtra, so many other parts of this plateau region. Understand? So it is also called black cotton soil. Then comes a red and yellow soil. This red and yellow soil develops on crystalline igneous rocks in the areas of low rainfall in eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. So this soil, red and yellow soil, is found in the eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. Here southern part, this eastern part of Deccan Plateau are in the mountain areas. Understand? It is formed by the crystalline of igneous rocks, breaking up of igneous rocks again. This is less fertile and can produce millets and oilseeds. This red and yellow soil is not as fertile as the black soil and alluvial soil. It is less fertile, and only millets like jawar, bajra, such things, plus oil seeds are grown here. At some places, the red soils are leached. These are called laterite soil, a variety of grass can be grown in this soil. Tea, rubber and tobacco are also grown in the areas of red soil. I told red soil is found on the slopes of mountains. So slopes of mountains are turned into tea plantation and coffee plantation area. Even tobacco in Andhra Pradesh, tobacco is also grown here. Desert soil is found in the desert. It is nothing but the sand, and it is not at all fertile. It doesn't support any crop growth here. No any trees grow here. It is found in Rajasthan and other parts which are near to it. Because of irrigation, Indira Gandhi Canal, wheat, grams, cotton and other crops grow here. Desert soil, in the fertilizers, using the fertilizers, they can enhance or increase the fertility of the land. Land can be made fertile, good for growing crops. Otherwise, This is sandy soil which is not good for growing any crops. Using the fertilizers and manure, this land is turned into fertile land. Mountain soil. This soil is found in the hilly and mountainous area. As the name suggests, it is found in the mountain areas only. The soil texture varies from place to place. It is loamy and silty in the valleys and coarse grained in the upper slopes. On the mountains, it is coarse like sand, rough. When it comes to the valleys, it is smooth. So we can say this mountain soil is not same everywhere. It differs from place to place. The soil on the hill slopes made up of coarse materials. It is good for planting fruit trees. So this mountain soil which is coarse, not so soft, which is on the top part of the mountain, it is good for growing fruits. So fruit orchards you find in Himachal Pradesh and other hilly regions. At many places, terraces have been cut from the hills to make the terrace gardening, we call terrace crop fields, we can say, step by step, making to grow the crops. Teak, sisam, sal and rosewood important trees grow in this. Understand? In our country, we have large variety of soil, which are somewhere it is very fertile, somewhere it is medium, somewhere it is not at all fertile. But our farmers make, without losing hopes, they make the land fertile by using manures and fertilizers. What are manures? What are fertilizers? Both are different. Manures are a kind of soil powdery part which we get from decomposition of grass, cow dung, etc. It is very, very nutritious for the growth of plants. And fertilizers are chemical substances which we use to make the land fertile for the growth of for the growth of crops. So this is about the types of soil. Tomorrow we will study about how these types of soil help for the growth of different types of crops in different places in our country. So here we stop. Thank you, children.